Hello, Chad. How are you doing today? Hello, Elmiel. How's it going? And Poland, Cider. Hi, welcome, welcome. Hello, Rafael. Welcome to stream. How's it going? My Discord's been fucking up. It doesn't detect the... It doesn't detect that I'm... Okay, I guess Discord is just ignoring the fact that I'm streaming. Hi, welcome.
Hi. Hi, chat.
Oh, I guess it's the same. Okay.
Sorry if my voice is bad, by the way.
You're good.
Okay.
I
guess I'm good.
Streamer mode had reset for some reason.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why. Anyways, hi Chad. We are gonna be working on Arclight today, as per usual. And as per usual, I mean I haven't touched this in like 2 weeks. But it has changed a lot from since last time you guys saw it, because I've been working on it off stream. Yeah, today the goal is to do some animations and copy paste some block designs and try to get the ball more progress.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Whirly, Cider, and Yuri, and Light Nimar as well.
Oh wait, Chad, did y'all see my new level? I released a new level collaboration with Yorid. Hope y'all enjoy.
It's pumpkin spice day, guys. It's pumpkin spice day. You ready? This is what it's gonna sound like. Oh yeah. Oh frick yeah.
I think good sound representation is when I watched it on like a bus stop with my audio off, and I figured out what's the context of what's going on with the audio.
It's a little strong.
Peak music, I do agree. The gameplay was made by Yorid, and I made the visuals. I hope you like the visuals. I worked really hard on them. Anyway, Arclight. Been going okay. Haven't progressed on it too much lately, and that's because I've been very busy, as you guys know. Putting build subs left and right, charity streams. You know how it is.
You have been really busy lately.
I have been, which is really surprising because I don't feel busy, but I am.
Yeah, mood.
To be fair, I have also been like trying to take more time to like see my family and like spend time with the people that I like care about, like you know, going outside more and stuff like that. Taking care of my mental health.
Ew.
So I hate you.
Okay.
So because of that, I've been trying to do a better job with taking better care of myself, and yeah. Apologies, chat. It must be disappointing to y'all to know that I've been doing all that. So because of that, less streams than the usual. I didn't stream this weekend. Took the weekend off. Spent some time with the family. Actually with Emmy's family, but I spent a lot of time. We were watching Mob Psycho 100. It is one of my favorite shows out there, and I'm showing it to Emmy. She's really enjoying it. We finished season 1 last night. We're gonna probably watch season 2 tonight. Or start at least. It's really fun. I also started watching Solo Leveling. Now here's the thing. I read Solo Leveling before the anime like came out years ago. Right? I read the whole thing. I even read the sequel slash spin-off. I'm not sure with the sun. And I started reading that. I haven't caught up with it, but I'm like, I think there's like 30 chapters. I think I've read around 30 chapters. I'm not entirely sure. Solo Leveling is okay. I like the manhwa a lot. Like, I was a really big fan of how like it was going during a certain part of the story, but then the ending just kind of was super rushed. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, so been having fun, just not suffering. So maybe I'll catch up with Solo Leveling towards the end of the week or something. Okay, so how it's going is that poop. So in here, this starts curving inwards, and then so the curve that you see here, Chad, starts growing over here. Let's start setting the key points for the curve. Let's use this as a template reference, or let's put it 33. That way we have a template reference of what the last frame looked like. So Leveling got this aura farming stuff. I don't think it's aura farming. I think that Sun Jin Woo is just kind of goated. He is just kind of the goat. Like it's like a what can you do moment, you know. Oh no, why did I enable some? But anyways, how are you doing, Wick? Welcome. What have you been up
I'm
to?
eating cereal.
He's eating cereal, Chad. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, cause I mean, I took the time when you were talking about anime to catch up on my cereal.
Oh yeah.
As well.
Sounds awesome. I love catching up on cereal. My favorite thing to catch up on after like anime.
I have to stay up on the current news, like what's going on with cereal.
The cereal meta
right now. Yeah, like the lore.
It's like FNAF when you really think about it.
I'm thinking about it.
Not studying for my tomorrow's exam thinking is easy. Oh yeah. That's how you do it. Trust me, I say this as somebody who has never studied a single day in their life. You can still get a diploma. I believe in you. It'll be hard, but you still can't get it. It will not be easy, I'll tell you that much. But you can still do it. I do have a diploma without having ever studied for a single second.
Wow.
Don't recommend it though. It was really
She's
stressful
so
and
smart.
sad. No, I was depressed. These are different things.
I mean, you did it though. Wow.
Yeah, I did do it. I am goated like that. You graduate tomorrow? Congratulations! What the heck? I'm so happy for you, Blusky. Whoa, that's so cool. What are you graduating in? If you don't mind me asking.
Very happy for you.
Very happy for you. That's actually so cool. It's actually crazy that I've met so many people in this game that like when we met, fucking Like Maxi, for example. Like, known him for like maybe 8 years at this point. It's
Yeah.
like, that's crazy where he is in life compared to like where he was when I met him the first time. Like, he's such a different person nowadays.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like that's kind of
I mean, it's part of life,
a
obviously. But
given. Like, yeah, met these people when they were 15 and I was 15,
yeah.
or like around that age. So, you know.
Yeah. You graduate high school in 2 weeks? Damn, that's so cool. Congratulations, Lupo. Hello, Evil F. How's it going? Marketing and entrepreneurship. Whoa. Okay. As somebody who's actually done a lot of marketing, because my previous job like kind of pushed me to do that. It is sick to actually hear that. I can do another frame and then just maybe flip this one. I don't know. Can I get away with just flipping this one? Probably. It is absolutely sick to see somebody in marketing because that shit's not easy. It does seem easy because it's a lot of logic and a lot of like thinking, but like when you actually get down to it, people are too complicated and marketing becomes fucking annoying. Actually, it just becomes dealing with people, and that's just not fun for me. But I commend anybody who actually willingly goes into marketing because it is not an easy job. Hello, Ludwig. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Damn, everybody here. The whole gang's here. Did you guys miss me that much? I don't stream for 2 days and everybody comes to stream? What the heck? Or did y'all really just didn't not care about the build swaps and just wanted to watch me build Arclight? That doesn't seem likely. Come on now.
That's me.
Tell me the truth, chat.
Me though, for you.
Tell me the truth. What are you all conspiring here? Like, chat, feel like chat is hiding something from me.
We are here for sleepy. Yeah, that's so real.
Yeah.
It's actually so true and correct.
That hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah.
Sleepy Leah has not been around very much. He's been in a vacation. Rightfully deserved too, but... Wait. Hold up. Sorry, chat. I just gotta know before I...
Does she need to know?
Hey now. Hello, Joe Frog. How's it going? Welcome to stream. Okay. Chat. Let me try
I
something
will
out.
tell you if you slide the 1,000 bones on paper. I have like 200 of those.
That's
right now.
not 2,000 though.
No, I don't have enough. That's like 5 people.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like most people aren't missing that many bones.
I'm sure I can, like, you know.
Arrange? Yeah.
I'm sure I can
fair.
figure something out.
Is uni life fun? Depends on everything.
It depends on where you go, depends on the people who are there, depends on if you get lucky, if the people around you support you, or if everybody's an asshole. Like, it depends on a lot of things, unfortunately.
Yeah, depends who teaches you, what are they teaching you, depends on...
depends on life.
Etc, etc. Yeah, where you go, like how long your commute is.
That also is true. Commute duration does actually affect motivation?
Depends on the atoms in the air. Yeah, like atmospheric pressure on any given day can like change your mood, I guess.
That is true.
I mean, a lot of these are things you can manage, though. Like have a better time at uni. I don't know. I can say for me personally that I have gotten very lucky with my university and like the people in my year and the people in my faculty who teach the actual subjects, like the courses. Everyone's very, very nice, and it's a pretty good time.
Okay, it's animated. It's too fast, but it's animated. I assume this will be too slow. Actually,
And the
it's
professor has to say, "Speak up." This has happened to me.
Hello, Jude. Hi. Hold up. Let me screenshot to you so that you don't have to.
Oh yeah, I can hear the Arclight song now.
Look at that.
But yeah, I gave one presentation from my English class that I got points taken off for being too quiet during. I was like, no, that's just how I sound. And she didn't
You didn't
take
like it?
that very well.
Oh.
Yeah.
That seems like kind of mean, in my
No,
opinion.
Didn't buy it for some reason.
Yeah, that's kind of rude.
I was trying as well. Yeah, happens.
But I gotta find 113. There we go. Okay. Yeah, your entire school experience, like, absolutely does not only depend on you. It depends on so many other factors that you sadly cannot control, but you can make the best of it. There you go, Chad! Oh my god, I thought the dress was gonna take like a year to animate, but like... Yippee! It looks good!
Yeah. In fairness, I see the point. And like presentation, they're trying to teach you public speaking to some extent. And public speaking requires confidence, unfortunately. Yeah. You do have to speak with some confidence. I think that is sort of weird in like a foreign language class. Yeah, I mean that's my situation as well. It's like I'm not enrolled in this class to learn public speaking. I'm here to learn English.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I'm here because I have to
Learn.
pretend to learn something about English, that language that I speak fluently and have for like a decade. And you know, such are the rules.
Am I French? Neither of us are French. I speak French. She does not speak French.
I speak in a French way, according to some people.
I am fluent in French. She is not. There you go. Is that better for you?
Are you fluent in French?
Yeah. My second
Okay.
language.
English is my second language. I speak my native English and some basic German.
My first language is Spanish, then it's French, and then it's English. Wonder Myth got rated? It did! It got rated featured in Same Demon. I think it's Hard Demon now, but it was Insane Demon. Which I still don't agree with. I think it's a medium demon, but... Oh, I need the last frame to like last longer or something. Oh no, I'm missing one frame. I'm missing a frame of the dress with no. Oh, that's it. Okay, I'm missing a frame. I'm noticing that the animation's not smooth, and it's because I'm missing a frame.
Volume is an important part of presentation style that needs to be taken into account, and you can learn to use your voice better. This is true, and this is something that I have been working on, because it is annoying, you know. However, with not great success so far.
Okay,
I am working on it, and it's something that I do care about improving at some point. About my voice, to be able to speak louder when I want to.
Yeah, that would be good for you. It would help with the confidence boost would help.
Think there would be a confidence boost?
I think so.
Interesting.
I am led to believe that there would be one. Yes.
You used to stutter a ton. The more you do it, the more you can find the mode that fits. That makes sense. I think I'm generally pretty good at presenting information, and because I mean, when I do, it's usually something that I care about and I have rehearsed a lot. Or at least whenever I make a presentation, I do think a lot about how I'm going to say everything, and then I say it that way, and it works. At least my points get across to people who can hear me.
Yeah. My older cousin used to stutter a lot too when he was younger. I remember like a lot of people, even in our family, like extended family, I guess, not our close family, like used to make like fun of him for that. It was really fucking like annoying and sad. It was like you don't really have any control over that. Obviously, there's things you can do to like get better at it, but it's not really your fault, you know. I used to get really upset, and there was this one time, I was with my my younger cousin. She has like a very strong attitude, and there was a guy who was like just being really fucking annoying to her cousin, and we just beat him up. Yep. Don't recommend it, but I do remember that happening, and I do remember we got in like a lot of trouble, but the guy yeah, he was mean, and I think I was like maybe 6. Yeah, I think I was maybe 6. I did not like fights, but that is one of the 2 fights I've ever gotten into.
Interesting.
Chat, it's like it's working. Do you see that? I feel like the animation like of the single frame needs to be shorter, but it's violence is not the answer. No, but it helped. You know, my cousin didn't get bullied after that.
It is a question. He got to the joke faster than me. Hello, Cube. I'm upset.
We've got polyglots in chat. Oh yeah, it's queer. It's queer month. What do you mean? I'm kidding, chat. I know that polyglots doesn't mean that,
True,
but
true.
I know it just means multiple language. I'm aware. Hi,
Yeah, I was gonna
Arm.
say,
How's it
it
going?
is
It is
your
the month of the gays.
first stream in June.
That is true.
So I think people have shown up for their favorite gay streamer today.
Look, if I'm that, then I'm sorry for you. There must not be a lot of good options out there. Oh, that's a neat animation. I'm glad of how the animation of the dress turned out. I think that's smooth. What do you think, chat? What are we thinking about the dress? What do you think of the dress? Do you think it's smooth enough animation-wise? I was talking to you, Wick, but...
Oh, me? I thought that was for chat.
I was asking both chat and you.
I think it looks nice. Looks good.
Okay, well... She does not care.
Whatever. I mean, you can interpret what I said any way you want. I have expressed my view, and you can choose to misrepresent and misunderstand it if you wish to.
Oh, I am choosing. Okay, this is a choice that I'm making.
Yeah.
An active decision.
I would say so.
Okay, I need I'm missing like 2 structures here. Overall, this is fine. I mean, I know that this level is definitely more bottom-sided. That, you know, it's more bottom-heavy, but it's just the composition of, you know, like the background is very like top-heavy. So that is the main focus. So the structures being mostly at the bottom of the level don't really make too much of an issue, in my opinion. But I do feel like it's definitely missing something. Like, I'm okay with the block designs. I'm okay with the flicker in it, and I can copy paste the rest. But it is missing something to like bridge the gap. And there won't be any foreground elements in this level, aside from anything that's in the UI. But even as you've seen, like most of the UI, like most of the MoGraph stuff happening is on the foreground, in the background. So I do want to keep it kind of clean of it. And obviously, like, as you know, this is not an art level chat. Crazy, I know. So I'm starting to think this is an Arctic Likes remake now. No, you haven't seen the wave part yet. It's really cool. So yeah, because of the fact that it's not art, it's just modern, and I guess it has some art elements. The focus isn't to like make the background and the middle ground like merge together properly. It is like intentionally very separated. I thought art stood for Arclight. Yep, what it stands for. Every art ever made is actually just Arclight spin-off. Okay, I can at least do these. I've been wanting to do these for a little bit. I guess D1 -10 should be fine. I wanted to put these for the orbs, because I like them.
It's having a pretty fun little interplay with the arrows.
Yeah, the arrows are my concern right now. But I think it doesn't look too out of place, so I think it's okay. For the portals themselves, I'll do something else. I just want the orbs to be like this. Yeah, that's fine. I feel like the thing that it's missing is like some aspects that are kind of just like a pattern that is floating. Kind of had that originally in one of where's the other version of this? Did I delete the other version of this? I had like 2 versions of this. I guess I could do the MoGraph elements. Sorry, chat. You can see that like this entire level has like so many assets everywhere. Is it even higher up? No, it's just in a different copy, I'm pretty sure.
Code in GD text.
Yep.
It's awesome.
No, this is the arc with Leah. No, this is before that. Arclight. Arclight. No, it's before this. Oh my god, how many saves do I have? This is slow. Was it not called Arclight? I think it should be.
You're not the biggest fan of what GD creator referred to as art, because your definition of it doesn't match. Yeah, these style terms are definitely have historic origins, you know?
Yeah.
Rather than...
It's not about like finding the perfect
yeah.
signification of it, it's just to find common ground so that we can speak on it.
Yeah, new terms get introduced as new trends happen in the game. And whenever there's like a movement in creating, someone somewhere comes up with a term for it that ends up sticking. And it's not always a very accurate one.
Yeah. Here's the different versions that this part went through, chat. You saw the previous version on last stream. This was like another thing that I did. But I completely scrapped all of that because it just doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit. Maybe we had these versions at some point. Trans block design? True, bestie. Yep, that is the block
Kind
design.
of.
Yeah, no, that is. Yep, you during Pride Month.
It's June. You have to finish the level this month, I think.
No, I do actually. I need to get to other shit after this month. Oh, okay, June moment. Yeah, sorry. I'm like those. I'm like those companies that like the moment June starts, I put a little pride flag in my profile picture, and then as soon as June ends, the second that June ends, I fucking go back to like the most corporate slop ever released ever.
True.
I'm one of those companies. Just letting you know, Chad. So you know where I sit on this dilemma.
Yeah, this is an organization here.
Arclight political stream coming up soon.
That's hype.
We're getting into politics, Chad. The politics of Soggy. What are your thoughts on Soggy?
Wet, I guess.
Yeah, Soggy is kind of wet.
The closest thing you would say that GD creators call art style, you would refer to as illustration style. I think it has more to do with
Knew I was missing something.
Mimicry, or like, trying to reflect reality rather than the more abstract designs that we have seen historically in GD.
Yeah, when it comes to more abstract stuff, like, okay, the different genres...
like where it comes from.
Yeah, the different
like,
genres of styles in GD come through, like, what was happening at the time. When it comes to art, the term of, like, art style came around the time of 2.0, where not even 2.0, even, like, mid to 1.9, actually, where the most artistic things we could do was the Demakulov or the Triaxis doing like sunset stuff. Like that whole style, that's like the beginning of art.
Yeah, and it got called art because it's the first thing that has some kind of reflection in reality rather than like
using the GD assets, exactly. So that was the first time, like obviously art was done before. You can see art elements in some of Funny Games levels back even in 1.6, right? You can see like even like in the way that like, when you really think about it, the fact that like Robtop's clubs to monsters have like faces to them, the fact that we can see those, that is technically speaking art, but we don't really call that art because that's not where it originated from, using GD assets.
It's not useful to us.
Yeah.
Using as an innovator.
Using GD assets to like make different elements has always been like the standard, so seeing the 20th clubstep monster isn't suddenly gonna make you feel like it's art. To the point that art at some point just became this like stylized new genre of, you know, GD levels, where art is only stylized stuff, you know.
And I feel like it doesn't have to be stylized. A lot of it is very much not so.
Yeah, I would agree there. There's a lot of
which
very
is
good
why
art out
I
there.
issued the correction in the first place.
Yeah. And that's why, like, at this point, like, different styles of art have even, like, you know, it's become very widespread that, like, hyperrealism and, like, cartoony art style, and then all of these different styles of art have come in, like, in different, you know, types of levels. And, you know, as per with normal art, there is not a limit to how many of those we can get. We theoretically have infinite art styles. We just decide to make the same, like, 4 big types over and over again.
You're talking about your perspective of what classifies as art when yeah, this is very common of a sentiment within like people who come to GD from
Through
art
art,
spaces.
yeah. Every person who I've
which
talked
is that
to,
the terms are silly.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm not arguing that they're good.
No. We
But,
are
like,
aware that
you
they're
know,
not good. It's just that, like, that is also how
these
you
are just the
manage
ones
a
that we
community
have.
that doesn't know art. Because this community in general doesn't do much art. Like, if you think about it, the amount of people in this community who are creators, very, very talented creators, and actually make art outside of GD, be it like cinematography, being photography, be it painting, being drawing, like any type of art, really. It doesn't matter. If you really like check how many people in GD actually do that, it's a very small amount compared to the incredibly amount of vastness that we have in this community. So, you know, it's one of those moments where it happens.
I don't even think it's necessarily that. More than you would have to reorganize so much about how we speak. You know, as people who have played this game for almost a decade or a decade.
Yeah. I mean, it's the fact that, like,
I don't think it's that useful, just to be a bit more accurate.
No, and that's the thing. It's not even more accurate, because more accurate is just depending on where you stand. Because for you it can be more accurate, but for other people it can also be more confusing, which at that point just
Yeah, for people
defeats
who
the
have
whole
to get
point.
used to it.
Exactly. But what if they don't want to get used to it because it's not more accurate for them? Just because it's more accurate for you doesn't mean that it's serviceable for everybody else. And that's
You'll
also
have
the
to
point.
take some time convincing them, I guess.
Yeah, but if, like, it's you against, like, 20,000 people, it's definitely harder to convince. And 20,000 is not the amount of people we have in this community. Who's the guest star? The guest star is Wick. I wouldn't call her a star.
Hi. I would. You can do that, chat. I permit it.
I mean, personally, would not call her that. Like, that's the thing. It's like, at the end of the day, the words that we use are there to make it easier for us to communicate. And if you disagree with the words that are being used, that is entirely valid and you're entirely in your right to do so. However, you gotta remember that there's more people than just you in this community, and that their voices are also as valid as yours. So you gotta, you know, take a stand where you sit. I think, as an example, I've heard, and again, I haven't seen this myself, so I can't too much speak about it too much. But I'm sure that some people in chat are probably more knowledgeable about this than I am. I've heard that a lot of people were giving Skeletal Shenanigans a lot of slack for its art style, like the fact that like the animations were like similar to Cuphead, or like the fact that like the vibes were like too like super cartoony. Like a lot of people really dislike that. Um, which again, you liking or disliking a level doesn't fucking matter. Like it's your opinion. It is valid for you. You're completely valid for believing in what you want. There's nothing wrong with that. However, it comes to a point where like in GD we've come to the point where every style is just so like baseline similar to another, that it's only those differences, like the small differences that sometimes maybe we don't notice, that actually make those styles really stand apart from each other. Like really, even like modern and design, there's a lot of things between modern and design that can easily be translated. You can take a modern creator and ask them to do design, and they could do probably fine, you know. Same with a design creator trying out modern for the first time. Like, yeah, it would be hard. I'm not saying it'd be absolutely the easiest thing ever and they would just be able to do it, but it wouldn't be impossible, you know? With some practice and like some time like spent into like, you know, learning different techniques and, you know, all of that, that they could get the hang of it. But and that's just because it's very interchangeable. The skills required to be proficient in one are very similar to the skills required to be proficient in another one.
I feel like a lot of learning the editor is that.
Yeah.
Is learning the editor. And that's like very much the bigger part of learning to create, rather than any style in particular.
Like chat, learning how to use your tools properly is the best way to improve. Always. Learning how certain things work and certain interactions happen in the editor, that is the way that you improve as a creator. It's not like there's not some secret tech that allows you to become the best. There's not like some thing specifically that you have to learn. It's just understanding what you're doing with the tools that you're using. Knowing that certain objects can be used in a specific ways, knowing the interactions between some of the triggers, knowing how to create different assets, you know, using the default objects, you know. Oh, I know that the best object to use here is a circle because I can stretch the circle with warp to make this shape. Knowing that is what makes you it makes you improve as a creator. Because those are the things that actually matter at the end of the day, is knowing how to use your tools to make the things that you want to make. If you don't know how to use your tools, then great, you have plenty of good ideas, but you have no way of executing them, which isn't necessarily bad. You can still do that, but you're not improving. You almost, for the most part, can get stuck into that. I have heard a lot of people talk about the whole low-end devices discussion. The fact that levels are getting too laggy or getting too complex, and like it's alienating mobile players. That's a hard discussion. It's a really, really hard discussion.
I've had a lot of thoughts about it. It's difficult.
It is a difficult one. I would say I'm not comfortable saying that I have a fully formed opinion on that end, because as much as I do care about people being like able to play stuff and accessibility in any form, like not only in GD but like in games in general and even outside of games too, there is to a point where you're sacrificing your vision as an artist in order to cater to the accessibility of others, at which point it starts to become like a blurry line. Like when is it okay for you to sacrifice artistic intention and vision in order to make it accessible for other people? Because obviously there's a line, you know, it's a spectrum. Like you can make a level accessible to a lot of people, and you know, make it however you want it to make it, but it still is possible that it's not accessible to very few people, and then at that point, then whole conundrum starts again. That's also the reason why like some levels, you know, change. Like there's some levels that like if they lag too much or if they're too hard to like play. Chat, has there been a classic extreme demon that has gotten mythic yet? I want to ask this question to y'all, chat. Obviously, we all know the answer. No, there hasn't been any. Chad, let me ask you, why hasn't there been one?
Yeah, Reed, I do agree with you broadly. But it's not something that I would feel super comfortable having a discussion about with someone frustrated that they can't play my level, because I would like for them to be able to play my level. It's just really annoying.
Yeah, but that is where I stand too. I agree with you here. I agree with you too, you're right, but yeah, I very much stand on that end too. Without you got legendary. There's been plenty of legendary extreme demons. That's not my question. Where hasn't there been a mythic one? If you know why, Chad, then it's very clear to you. Because I haven't made mine yet. True. Skeletal Shenanigans Hyper Buff version when?
And also because I haven't made mine either.
True. Good day, chat. No, chat, seriously. Why hasn't there been in an Extreme Demon Classic Mythic? Not like we haven't had good levels. We have had good levels that could have definitely gotten in. Accessibility, probably. Here's something that I think the community is slowly starting to realize, but that also they don't know how to properly phrase it. And I think it's becoming like it's a very debated topic, but I think it's a very simple one that people kind of just aren't really taking how it's supposed to be. People think that Robbed Up hates Extreme Demons or that Robbed Up hates like top players. I don't think he does. I don't think he himself does. I think that a lot of the people around him are probably just the ones telling him like, hey, like, don't do this because, you know, it's not accessible for people. But I think that he doesn't want to promote them. That doesn't mean he hates them, but that means he not promoting them is slightly different to hating something. And I think that's more the case. I think that Robbed Up is afraid, or not afraid, or just doesn't like the idea of promoting something that is so inaccessible to a vast, and when I say vast, I mean incredibly vast majority of the player base. That is also the reason why he was very iffy with nongs. That is also the reason that he's very iffy with optimization. That is also the reason why he's still very iffy with gameplay. And obviously people have different opinions on gameplay, so, you know, dead discussion there, but you can at least start to see like a trend of like, hey, like super long levels that are very good, maybe not the best for accessibility, super hard levels that are good, maybe not the best for accessibility, super laggy levels, maybe not the best for accessibility, you know. And that could be why. Obviously, this is not me telling you this is why. This is me telling you this is what I believe to be the case. I do think that to some degree he doesn't want to promote that because he doesn't feel comfortable like promoting this, you know. In a certain way, whenever a level gets a higher rating, it's kind of like Robbed Up giving his seal of approval, I guess. And I think he's a little bit more doubtful to give those away to those projects that maybe aren't super accessible for the community. Which is why I think like an Insane Demon could maybe get it. But harder than that is rough. Do I think Rivers of Nazareth deserves Mythic? It doesn't matter what I think. with all the love in the world to audio, it doesn't matter what I think. I'm not the person who rates levels.
I don't think it's a very good question to ask.
I don't
yourself. It leads you to become bitter when your expectations aren't met.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like
and,
it's
like you are pointed in the wrong direction.
I like the level. I can tell you that much. I think the level's really good.
If you don't like the rate system right now, I don't think it's going to improve.
I don't think it's getting worse.
In a way that makes you happy.
Yeah, I don't think it's getting worse either. I think people are a little bit too quick to jump on the Doom bandwagon. Like, I don't think the rate system is suddenly gonna become 10 times worse.
It's exactly as bad as it's always been.
Yeah, it has always been this way. At the moment that Epic got introduced, this was also an issue. And we moved on really fast. But for Mythic and Legendaries, we have not moved on very fast.
Has the rating system ever changed?
Yes, yes.
We keep getting new ratings.
Yes, multiple times.
For some reason.
We were fine.
Features, then we had epics, and now we have
Legendaries and Mythics. No, yeah, it has changed. I think the moment that we got epics, I already knew that the rate system was kind of like GG's. You can just ignore it going forward. Because feature and star rate makes sense. Feature is a level that you want to highlight, is a level that you want to feature. That is the whole point of the naming of the system. You show these levels because these are levels that you want your player base to play. The star rates are levels that you want to reward for being made, but you're a little bit iffy on actually showcasing and promoting these to your audience. It is that simple. It was I want to promote this, I do not want to promote this, but I accept that both of these are still things that I like. It is that simple. It was a super easy system, and obviously there's no rates. No rates, I haven't seen the level, or I don't care to like promote this level in any way, shape, or form. Those were super simple to get behind, because it's very straightforward what the intent of those two were. Why do we need more ratings? Well, I don't think we do. But I think it makes people happy to see a bigger number or a flashier reward for more effort put. So I think it is very good for the potential moral boost for the community. I think that the positives that it has are definitely good for the community, but I also think that the negatives it has brought...
The negatives are bad.
I think that the positives are good. The positives are good. I think it's worth the positives, but the negatives are, not great.
You feel like the addition of the mythic and legendary system feels unnecessary?
No,
I do as well.
We don't need more people.
I feel like the addition of epic as well feels unnecessary. It doesn't matter.
We don't need more people.
You don't need to think about it.
It's not necessarily the solution either. It's not more people need to rate. It's that the only person that is rating is wrapped up in the community has failed to realize that it is literally just his opinion, biased by the things that the other people around him tell him.
No, they do realize it. That's what they're trying to change. They're trying to make it not just his opinion.
Yeah, but...
Which I think is also, like, you can't just think about if you like a level or not.
Exactly, like...
And I think that's, like, the ultimate goal that maybe you could... I think it would be healthier for you, personally, to strive towards.
Yeah, to strive towards. Just ignore everything. Just remember that it's
levels by your standards instead of someone else's standards.
Remember that it is, at the end of the day, only Roberto Pala.
Misguided.
Yeah, it's only Roberto Pala's opinion, and you can ignore it if you so wish. If you don't think Orchid Sprite is feature rated, good for you. Be happy that the level is getting promoted either way. That's all that matters. Use the star rating more. I wish he would just rate everything star rate, and just let it be, and just let it be. Everything's a star rate, and that's it. We don't need creator points. Creator points were a mistake. Actually, creator points were the biggest mistake. I think that the
It's
ratings
annoying
were,
that the community
fine.
gets annoyed that creators for what type of rate their level gets. Yeah, I mean, everyone knew this was going to happen, and then it happened.
And then it happened. Like, you know what's crazy is then when RobTop posted the message in GDS that he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm thinking of adding godlike." The first reaction
Godlike.
from like a bunch of people was, "No, this is a horrible idea. Why are you doing this?" And he still did it.
Everyone I talked to was like, yeah, so the things that are going to happen because of this are one. People are going to be very upset when, even more upset than the people who at the time were like upset that their level didn't get epic.
Yeah.
Because they worked really hard on it.
Oh yeah, this was already a thing,
And
chat.
they
People
felt
were
like
already
not
doing this before.
rewarded enough for it. So it was very clear that like this problem is just going to get 7 times worse, and it did. And the other thing is that people are going to have a lot of opinions about what rating any level deserves or doesn't deserve, and then they're going to express those opinions very loudly at the creators specifically. And the creators don't need that in their lives. Or at least I don't.
I'm good. Chow, why do you think the first thing I did the second that the fucking mythic streak existed was release a level that would not get mythic? That is the first thing I did. Because I fucking don't care. I don't give a shit about the fucking standards of other people have put on me. I'm making levels for myself. I'm making levels with my friends. I'm not like making levels so that I can have a fucking mythic streak. Like, it's so boring. I was such an insane amount of like annoyingness coming from different parts of the community that I just don't need in my life. I'm good.
And I think that also some people find enjoyment in pursuing or like trying to figure out the standards and play towards them.
Yeah,
and, like, you know,
I think it's fine if you see it as a game.
How big they can make the number.
Yeah.
And I have some people like that, and they're having fun. And I'm happy for them.
Yeah. I think if you like gamify it, I
understand it, but you know.
Every time you worked on a level, everybody would say next mythic. It still happens. I fucking posted the video of like the Arclight layout, and I got some comments. Is this your next mythic project? Like, chat, I don't know. I don't know if this level is gonna get mythic. I don't care. I'm making a level because I want to. If it gets mythic, then like I guess fun. If it doesn't, then fun too. Me personally, chat. Me personally, I would prefer if this level got an epic. For 2 reasons. 1, I don't want the fucking attention of people just yapping about the rating of the level. And 2, I think that's what this level just like it hasn't. I think it's something that I'm gonna put a lot of work on. I think it's something cool, and I like how it's turning out, and I'm really proud of it, and I think it's definitely the best thing I've ever made. But also, it's not very Geometry Dash. It doesn't stand for Geometry Dash.
I think the orange fire would look nice on it.
The orange fire?
Yeah. More than the blue fire or the red fire.
Yeah, the pink
nicer
fire is kind of silly. I like, honestly, even this, even like this. Hold up, I don't have it. Wait, where's Chambers of Soup? Chambers of Soup got it, right? Yeah, I think this is perfect for Arclight. This would be the perfect little icon for me. Either this one, or like this one. These 2 icons are kind of
like
awesome.
The pink fire.
You like the pink fire?
It's kind of nice. I like pink.
That's fair.
I like the pink.
I think the pink fire looks ugly in a lot of them, though. I think the pink fire looks good on like insane demons or extreme demons.
That kind of like very strong pink is difficult to match onto.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be like a different value.
I do think
the demons are darker red, and it suits it.
Yeah, like for an easier level, I don't like how it looks.
Yeah, it's also against the like brown backdrop.
Actually, you know what?
So
I
if it
will
doesn't
say
have something specifically playing into it, it looks kind of silly.
it looks sick here. I will say. I'm gonna stand on business and say it looks sick here. The 2-star easy with the mythic does look sick. I'll give Blee that. That's crazy. This level is so massive. Actually, the biggest level made in the past like 3 years or something. Crazy.
3 years.
I think so. Actually, it might be becoming the biggest level of all time, like as we are speaking, but we'll see how it projects over time.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. It's getting up there with like I Spy. How is I Spy doing actually? I'm curious. Because I know I Spy doesn't even compare at the moment. Like I Spy is 30 million. Like it's not even close. Legendary on Insane is also good. I think Legendary on Insane or Extreme Demons looks very good. But yeah.
Legendary on Insane, I think, blends into the brown. That's its issue.
Yeah. That's fair.
Whereas on like an Insane Demon or Hard Demon, it like separates the
red and
the deep red from the background. And kind of works as like a gradient.
Yeah, I agree. I like that a lot. Okay.
It's same value, but it's orange. That's the difference. Is that like the hues interact differently?
Actually, you know what, chat? Sorry, I saw it like Wait, when was the last epic rated? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this was the one I saw. I like how it looks here. This one I also like a lot. It does feel very like it does feel a lot of orange, but I do think that it's kind of like you see how like the gradient of the thing.
It kind of works.
It's like it's heating it up. You know?
Feature works better.
I do agree. I think feature does look better.
On hard.
Yeah.
Why did I Spy get very popular? Random.
TikTok.
Random chance.
TikTok. It just got posted on TikTok a lot because it looked dope and it looks swag and hip and cool. And I say this as somebody who really likes the level.
There's something to the formula.
Yeah.
Like there is a formula.
I mean, that's why Rage Quit blew up as well.
TikTok fame.
And Aperture too.
But it is also like if you made I Spy as well, I cannot guarantee you that it would blow up.
Yeah.
In any capacity.
Because the thing is, once it's been made once, you can't do it again. You can't just do the same thing again. People will know that you're just trying to like rip off on a specific thing, and it won't hit the same.
No, but TikTok would eat that though.
TikTok would, but the community would.
Because it happens.
Yeah,
like if.
But that's the thing. The difference is
I Spy didn't exist, and you made I Spy, then it may or may not blow.
I guess that is the point.
You can just get stuck with like 10 views on your video and it's done.
Is the dress frame by frame?
And you get like a feature, like an epic second page, maybe like a Viper upload. Some people see it, but doesn't really make any sort of splash. Yeah, it could happen. It does happen often.
The dress is frame by frame indeed. We can that works there, but yeah.
I Spy but no eye, is this a banger idea? I think it would be better if you like I Spy but replace the eye with like a different body part. I Spy but nose.
Feet.
That would go crazy on TikTok.
Eye foot. And then
eye foot, eye nose, eye ear.
Eye hand.
All of these would.
Oh my god, Mr. Crazy Hands and I Spy combined.
Eye hand was the Zendergay hand.
Yeah. Like I'm sure you can probably find like you can mix and match, you know. I'm sure. iPhone, true. I Spy with my little foot.
I Spy with my little phone.
Can you get the radio UFO with a list? I don't think so. I have never actually asked anybody if that is how. I would assume not. I would assume it's a rated level. Knowing Robbed Up, you wouldn't code it like that.
All body part series. Yeah, like one of those alternate main level videos. I think that's to happen.
Oh yeah, they for sure do.
That would go crazy.
How do you feel about Big Feet by Audiovisual? I love that level. So fun. I'm happy that Audio is like, and he's always been like this, but I'm glad that even after like the massive success that his levels have been having as of late, like he doesn't forget, you know, that like building is just for funsies at the end of the day. And you need to have fun, and he's having fun with Big Feet, so I'm really happy for him. Because that's the thing in chat. If you're only making levels for the fame and the success and the clout and whatever, that's all fine and dandy for you. But most of the time, it is hard to be having fun while grinding those projects. You can still have fun, of course, but it's harder, you know. Audio's videos an amazing view on creating too. Yeah. That's the thing that I like about him, is that not only is he like authentic to himself, he's also just very good at showcasing like the kind of like the innocence, or like the enjoyment that can come from creating. Like it's not always about being the best creator or making the best levels, or you know. I guess maybe it can be to you. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to be the best, or, you know, striving towards that. I think it's more so trying to force yourself into being something you're not, that becomes like a little bit dangerous, but
Hey guys, hi Sabi.
Hey Sabi.
Hi Sabi.
You know, Sabi, you're very much allowed to mute like their messages, mute them for a certain amount of time if they do something that you feel uncomfortable with them doing. Letting you know. You are a mod in the chat, and I do give you the permission to mute anybody who says something that makes you feel uncomfortable.
You already are the best. That's real. I think.
Are you the best?
More people could use to have that mentality.
Yeah. As long as you're trying to be the best person that you can be, I think you're chilling.
We need more people with crazy egos, I think.
You don't think we have enough?
Nah.
Oh, that's solid. I don't need to strive to be the best, I already am. See, this is why Subpixel doesn't get any bitches.
It's also about manifesting.
Yeah. it's projecting, chat, it's projecting. I like audio dedication, approach to building. You'll manage to do something and we're proud no matter how it looks. Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, chat. It's about the actual process of making the things that you want to make. Not about whether or not the level gets mythic. Like, I think we can all unarguably agree that there's levels out there that we all believe are pretty damn, at the very least, decent. They don't have to be the best thing ever, but they are at the very least good levels that you can enjoy. They're decent levels. And a lot of them aren't even legendary. A lot of them aren't legendary or mythic. There's plenty of amazing levels out there that are just rated star rate, or that are rated featured, or that are rated epic, and they're still amazing. I'm very rarely not proud of what I make, and that's good. I'm super happy to hear that, Yuri. It's good to be proud of yourself for the things that you make. Don't be like me. That is the one thing that I will actually give you as a tip, chat. Don't be like me.
Do not be like her. Bad idea.
I was born and raised by an art medium that strives on negativity to improve, and I do not suggest and recommend that to any person in this entire planet. Are a lot of art communities, as nice as people think that like some communities can be, are incredibly toxic in the end of the day. A lot of them teach you like things that will help you improve, but that will also absolutely wreck you and your ego, and they're not exactly the most healthy things out there. I would very much not recommend anybody have to go through that, because it's just not fun. It's just not fun. Artists are kind of mean. Artists are so mean. The GD community is very mean too, but there's some artists out there that are insanely like straight to the point. Mostly, oh my god, you know this, Wick, because you've like absolutely dealt with it in your studies. But when you get into programming and coding, you will get told to shut the fuck up and just listen, like any day of the week, like multiple times a week. There's gonna be so many people telling you that they know better than you do, and that you just need to shut the fuck up and listen, and you just gotta take it.
I usually don't take it.
No, I usually don't either, but that usually gets me into trouble. Which is, again, why I don't recommend it. But that is just how it is, unfortunately, a lot of the times in some of these...
I usually do know better, so... What's that for me?
Yes, I am aware. That's not what I'm saying either. What I'm saying is it still gets me in trouble, and that's not what we want. We don't want to get people in trouble.
I'm just being annoying.
I know. I know you enough.
I don't know if chat does.
Artists are meaner than the GD community because they have evidence to back their claims, and I am guilty of that too. But to be fair, but yeah, when you
GD players are pretty good at not backing up their claims at all, but trying their best anyway.
Yeah,
that's like a skill that we have developed in this community.
It has become like a thing to survive for a lot of people. Like, if you want to be heard, you just gotta fucking, like, fake it till you make it. Because a lot of people just don't have the knowledge to make it. And unfortunately, the only strat for them is to fake it. Which sucks. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's fun. I don't think that's healthy for the community. I think that really sucks. For a lot of people. You love circles? I'm glad to hear that. Oh, here, Sub, you haven't seen the animated dress. Here, let me pause.
Circles are very overpowered as like a free decal that you can just put on anything.
Yeah, they are.
Some circles and it works. Good job, you have a design. Congrats.
I'm cooking? Holy shit, chat. Subpixel said I am cooking. You Google the pizza. Yep. No, but that's the thing. The gremlin in your head telling you to fix things that are unnecessary is having fun. And that's how they get you.
This is true.
Also, give it like a tiny gap of nothing between stopping to from the start to the moon. It's synced to the song. What do you want me to do?
We do not want you to unleash your hatred. I don't think that's something that we need.
Oh, you mean it? Okay. Okay, I see what you mean. No, how can you sneak? Okay, you can sneak. Okay, it has to be like this. That's what you mean. Yeah, that's fine. I can do
Oh,
that.
Sabi, what you gonna be voicing over?
Oh, ZDR? ZDR is doing one of those, boyfriend gets, hit by a truck ASMR. I feel like I'm able to enjoy creating so much more because I never learned any art or animation or color theory or anything in technical sense. It's all been for me to discover for years.
That's so fucking real.
That's, yeah. You're right. I'm gonna tell you something. That is exactly why I am enjoying art. I don't have any, like, background in, like, I've never done art school. I've never done any studying of any sort. I'm just figuring shit out. When it comes to, like, for example, colors, I'm colorblind, Chad. How do you fucking learn colors? You don't. You just fucking brute force it, and you try, and you try, and you try, and you try, and you keep trying, and you try again, and you try, 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 till you fucking get it. Because there's nothing else to do.
Some of the most rewarding moments I've had with creating, or like on an abstract level, I guess, is that moment of realization that I have sometimes, that a concept that I've developed in my head to like systematize creating to myself is an actual concept in art that has like an actual name.
Yep.
And it's been there all along, but I've just reinvented it on my own, which is very, very fun.
Chat, look at this block design right here. Look at this crazy cool block design here. Don't you think it's nice and neat? This block design was made 7 years ago. And it
looks
is
like it.
It looks like it, and it shows. It's a very much a testament of its era. What colors do you see in this block design?
Blue. Purple.
Any other
Magenta.
colors that you might find interesting?
Gray.
Yeah, it does use
Black,
those
maybe,
colors.
white.
Yeah.
Some reds, maybe even. Yellow, yeah, on the orb. That's true.
Yeah, that is yellow on the orb.
Well, you can't really see it though.
Yeah, that is also true. Here, let me start giving you a little bit of chat of.
Sabi, maybe you are colorblind. You ever think about that?
That is true. Subby could be colorblind. You never know.
You can't know. Fuchsia. Very true. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't think color superior means anything. I don't think that's like a phrase that has a meaning in the English language. I think you're just saying shit. What are you doing?
I'm just deleting all the glow.
Oh, I see.
Look at how big of a difference this makes, Chad. Now that the glow is completely gone, and I can't rely on using glow. Oh, hold up, there's some left. Now that I can't rely... Oh, no, there's still some glow left. I can delete it here.
Just get rid of the whole blog design.
There you go.
Oh,
Now that we
fucking
don't
point
have
you're trying
glow
to make.
anymore, I removed all of the glow in this block design. These colors look so ugly.
I think purple and like
A little bit of pink and some red. But like,
Well, yeah.
but like the design
is
itself hasn't
from
changed.
Areas of color.
The design itself is still
Yeah,
there.
it has.
No, it's still there. The design hasn't changed at all. The design
It's
is the
different.
but it's the exact same design.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. The design is the
I
same.
disagree.
There
I
has
think
nothing that
the
hasn't
glow
changed about
was
the design.
providing areas of color that are different.
But that's not the
Now
design.
that they're...
That's the colors. The design
I
doesn't.
believe that it is.
No, it's not part of the design. That's post processing and the color grading. It's not part of the design itself. The base design doesn't have.
What is the design? It's colors. It's
No,
lines.
that's the thing. The design has not
What's the
changed.
difference?
Yeah,
The difference is that, as you claim it, is because it's 3D objects. that are
no,
not
it's
glow.
because the colors are. Well,
That's the difference.
okay, gradients were disabled. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Shut
The
up.
gradients
Shut up.
were
What?
forming
Shut up. You get
big
muted.
shapes.
Wick. Shut up.
Okay, go make your point.
She's so annoying. Anyway, all of that I'm saying is, now that the design has, like, basically all of the glow removed, you can see that the base design itself is not necessarily bad, but it needs a lot of work. A lot of the times you can get away with making something that doesn't look the best at first, but that if you just keep adding glow on top of it, it just kind of worked out a little bit. So it's like, at a baseline, this isn't good. But whenever it has all the fancy things on top of it, it's like, okay, now it's acceptable. So, you know. It's one of those moments where I genuinely just think we are too blessed in GD to have Glow as a friend. If Glow did not exist, we would be so good. At least design creators would. Hi, Cancel.
I think that if you chat use a lot of glow, I think there are alternate things that you could use to achieve the same exact effect that the glow provides for you.
Yeah, but
and you should explore some of those options.
I
as
very
well.
much agree.
Think about what the glow actually does in your design.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
the thing.
think about-
It's about not relying on it.
Maybe it is the thing that you want to use right now, but you should know what the other options are as well.
Because the moment you rely
And
on
then you
something
can
too much,
make that decision in a more informed way, and be more aware of what you're doing.
relying on something too much is, in my opinion, almost never a bad thing. Mostly when it comes to art. It gets too slippery too quickly. Very much would recommend y'all to not overly rely on one gimmick. And like she said, to explore different alternatives and understand better how things work. I think it'll help you grow a lot as a creator. Okay. What was the best shape in GD? A square. It's just universal. It's a it's universal. Box meta isn't a meta, like, for no reason. Circle is kind of goated, but it's only goated because of the rarity of it. It was considered like a rare thing to have circles in your level, and so it became like a fancy thing that you added to your levels, you know, to make it stand out. Obviously triangles are also very good, but... You were gonna say?
An object that I think is very... You can make a circle out of a square. True. You're gonna need a lot of squares.
Like 20.
You can do it. Anyway, there's an object that I think is very underappreciated, and that's one of the 3D object pentagons.
Oh,
It's very good.
wait, where is it?
The shorter one.
Yeah, it's this one. I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. I also like the alternative one,
Yeah,
which
this one.
is
I think this one's very good.
I like these ones as well.
Very shapy. Oh, these ones are good.
They used to be
They're
good.
kind of fuzzy.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes good. Sometimes that's what you want.
Yeah. But now these are just become square, so. But yeah, no, this one, the pentagon shape is good. It used to be one of the bases for like when people wanted to make like hearts.
It's very good for warping, I find.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Very easy way to get a lot of useful shapes.
Mostly because
Which is
again,
why I wanted to bring it up, because I don't think it's one that you think about very often.
yeah, it's basically like a.
Unless you're me.
Because the thing is, a lot of the time, instead of using that, I just do this.
Yeah, you would.
It is less efficient to be fair, and I will absolutely agree to that. But yeah, it is just a triangle and a square stacked on top of each other. But if you want to optimize, that object is very good. I also think these ones are very underrated nowadays with warp. You can create very nice curves, as well as like create different like edges.
Oh,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah. Now that you have
You know that I
with
have
warp,
the screen
you
share,
can
right?
make.
You don't have to look at this room.
But I look at the chat though. I would have to switch tabs
Okay, have fun.
like constantly. I mean, have fun.
Have
I'm
fun.
doing the thing that's easier for me.
Loki, the best object in the game is the exit button. Draw instead. Subjects you haven't drawn at all in the past like month. What are you talking about?
He's been drawing a bit.
I gave him a thing to draw and he hasn't drawn it yet. Or at least he hasn't shown it to me.
Yeah, I mean, who would want to show something to you? Sorry. Chat, can you hear me still? Or am I gone? Chat. You there? Thank you.
So deleted and cry myself to sleep. No, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's very real though. I get that a lot. It's like I tell people I try to commit to making something, and then I go and make it and spend like an hour, and it's garbage. I'm like, I can't show my face or like show this to people anymore. So I guess I have to like pretend that I've just been slacking on it, I guess.
Okay, we don't expect much
I
from
guess
you
this
anyway.
is what I'm doing. You know. I am often undervalued by my friends.
Okay. Okay. Well, good thing I'm not friends with you, so.
Ain't that just everyone ever? I don't know. I'm speaking for myself. Chad, you support me? Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Someone has to.
I could just be so mean to you,
You
in
don't
general.
wanna-
I could just be so mean to you in general, but I never am. I am actually
And you
so nice
are.
to you. I'm actually so nice to you. And this is how you treat me the moment we go on stream.
I
It's
like
so
to think I'm pretty consistent.
Yeah,
I behave.
you're inconsistent, yeah. She calls me slurs outside of stream chat. That's how you know. She's consistent. During Pride Month, on top of that.
During Pride Month, yeah.
Look at me, Leah publicly
Yeah,
shames me on
me.
stream on the regular. Do you do that to yourself? You're into that. I'm just feeding into it.
You guys watch this stream for me. Thank you for the support. Very, very kindly.
Evil? Hello. I do not know how to pronounce your name, but hello. ZDR, your presence enough is shameful. I don't think that's what Leah's doing. See, that's crazy. I wouldn't say that. Not out loud, at least.
Yeah, not on stream.
Not on stream. I wouldn't say that on stream. That's the difference between Subpixel and I.
Yeah, you can hold it together for stream.
As known, as seen before by my...
Notable, yeah.
Yeah. Notable achievements. Holds it in on stream. Can I try your
Known
level?
for it, even.
I'm trying to finish mine first, so I'm sorry. I would prefer finishing my level before playing other people's levels. But maybe. I mean, we could do a... Chad, would you be interested in doing another playing your level stream? I've been having fun with those.
You shall work on your solo. Have fun. Hope that
Hello,
goes
Ellie.
well for you.
Oh. Remember to cook? I agree with Pedro. You remember to cook, please. Feed yourself.
Mm-hmm. You can't build very efficiently while hungry.
Okay, I need to stop it at the... stop trigger... Gotta stop 17, right? And then toggle all of them off. I don't know which cycle I'll be on, but I'll probably toggle all of them off. So 113, 114, 115, 116, 118. And then stop 117.
Does aromatic mean that you smell nice? It's very funny.
I think they mean aromantic, not aromatic. But you're close. You're very close.
You'll remember, like 2 days ago, Creo posted 2 songs in Moment. I got like an email from Bandcamp for some reason that Creo has released songs. That's not something that's ever happened before, to me.
Who releases music? I have never heard of this.
Yeah, I'm not used to people releasing music.
That is true. Hey Chad, when was the last Break-ins drop? We'll get another Break-ins.
Oh, that's a while ago, huh?
Yeah, it's been 2.5 years, I'm pretty sure. It was December 2023 or 2022? Which was it again? When was Hypochondriac, Chad?
2022?
I wouldn't say it's December 2022.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's something like that.
Hypochondriac is December 2022. It's been 2.5 years, Chad, since we had a Break-ins drop. Woohoo! Yawning. A big yawn, Chen. Big yawn. Okay, I think we're good. I am
So
happy
tired.
with... Yeah, I'm happy with the progress today. Lots of blocks done. Actually, lots of blocks done. Did it 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks? 5 blocks? Oh, 6 blocks. Oh, 7! Oh, wait, actually, let's finish them. Wait, we're 1 block away from finishing the part. Like, I might as well.
Yeah. You're aromatic. Yeah, I mean, I have perfumes too. I use them.
I smell pretty good.
Cannot verify. We'll get back to you on that chat when I meet her.
In a couple months.
Couple months, yeah.
Patch, I'll get back to you. More news about the aromatics. Isn't that usually what you refer to whenever you're like cooking something? Like the aromatics are like things that you use to give the food specific like smells.
Yeah, it's
To
like
increase the flavor.
it's kind of something like flavorful
Yeah.
aroma, as like the sense of smell and taste are like basically the same thing anyway.
I think a lot of people would disagree there with you, but I'm not gonna correct you on that one.
It's like the same chemicals, they're just received by different parts of your body.
I see. Aromatics are like garlic and onions and stuff. Yeah, those guys. I cook. Again, I don't have a degree in that shit, but I cook.
I'm so aromantic, people wanna eat me up. I'm sorry to hear that. It
I'm
must be stressful.
yeah, that must not
And
be
you are
fun.
in condition. Yeah.
I think that's the thing that most aromatic people try to avoid.
It's lucky.
Yeah. They want me so bad because they can't have me.
I've known people like that.
I do also know people like that. I made myself a pizza 4 days ago and I'm still eating it? Hell yeah, it sounds like a wonderful time. What the heck? Love pizza.
That's efficient.
Yeah. Emmy and I made some... Well, I said Emmy and I made some steak. And Emmy and I have been eating wraps, like, with steak every single, like, day for the past, like, week. Because we have... Like, I made a bunch of steak and so...
That's crazy.
She's been having it. Today, she texted me this morning and she was like, oh yeah, I'm very much looking forward to getting my lunch wrap today. Because it's very yummy. And so I took like a big piece of steak and I cut it into like little like rectangle shaped things. Kind of like what would you call it? Like, no, not strings. I don't know why I have strings as a, but like it's strips. Yeah, strips. I cut them into little strips. So that you can like easily put them, you know, into like a sandwich or like into like a wrap or something. And so because of this, like she just has been eating them like almost every day. She's a very happy goober, and I'm happy that she's enjoying the food.
You don't get how people manage to clear 2 full pizzas in a day?
Whoa, 2 full pizzas? No. Okay, me, myself, and I can eat like a large pizza in like 2 days. Like 3 meals, I would say. It has to be 3 meals. There's no way I can eat a whole pizza in one meal. I don't know how you have stomach for that. 2 meals I can maybe push it, but like 3 meals is like more or less how I'm like, and that's like me eating a bunch of it, you know, because usually a large pizza is like what, 12 slices. Yeah, that would mean you have to eat 4 slices
That's
every.
a lot.
That's a lot of food. Yeah, there's no way.
I'm just realizing now that the definition of large pizza that I'm familiar with does not match the one that you and Chad are probably talking about.
Well, a large pizza is like a 12-inch pizza in like 12 slices.
How much is 12 inches?
Is it 12 or is it 14, Chad? I'm not sure. Because is XL 14? It's between 14 and 16 inches large
30
pizza. Okay.
centimeters.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
It's not okay.
Pretty big.
12 inches, like it's a large pizza.
Yeah, it's a large pizza. 8 inch is like a meal and a half for most people. Well, you know, good for you, ZR, I guess. Yeah, if you're taking 8 inches like that, then have fun.
What kind of honeydew looking 24? These are 2 good levels.
What? What did you say?
Chad is comparing this level to honeydew, and
And
also
looking
24.
24, what level is this? First of all, I'm in I'm in 24, so
I'm in honeydew.
and she's in honeydew, so as members of those 2 levels, here, where's Howler? Howler's usually in chat. Where's Howler? Howler! As people involved in these levels, I can tell you that this does not look like either of those. I can
like
very
more-
confidently
I don't know.
tell you too. Wait, you don't touch that. Yeah, you don't go that low. You know, oh yeah, you don't go that low. Okay, that's just for the deco then. Yeah, you don't go that low. The most you could hit is that. Okay, that's fine. You also don't go that low, so this just doesn't need to have a hitbox. This is there for the flare. I should probably still put a hitbox on it, but you don't go that low. Let's see. So you can look here early, but I don't think you can do much from this. So I'll still block it, but yeah, I don't expect the player to do anything much of this. The fuck is an inch? I don't know. I'm not American. Do I look like I know what an inch is?
I'm thinking about it.
Do I look like an inch to you? I don't remember looking like an inch.
No. ZDR Def knows about an inch.
Oh, ZDR knows more than an inch. Do you read chat? Yes, I do. I do read chat.
Yeah, no, even that's like what I'm confused by as well. Because to me, those measurements mean nothing.
What do you mean? Like a large pizza or like inches or... Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what a 12-inch pizza is. I have no like mental gauge on how much
it's
pizza
like...
that is. I've looked it up. It's like 30
It's pretty big.
centimeters.
It's pretty big. Am I short?
Which is
No. I don't
something
think
that
so.
I can understand.
Do you think I'm short? Actually, why am I asking you? You're fucking... the tallest...
She's average height.
You're tall. She's tall.
Yeah, I'm tall. It's fucked up.
No, it's awesome. You're awesome.
No.
You're so awesome. What are you talking about? No.
I'm too tall.
I don't think you're too tall.
I think so.
When you think about it, it's just that your
Doesn't
legs
matter.
have more real estate, that's all.
Whatever.
I don't see that as a negative. You do you, but I don't really see that as a negative. Okay, do things, chat. I think you don't have to click this orb and you can skip over here. But aside from that, I think we're pretty chilling. I don't think there's any skips anytime soon. The width of an average phone is like 6.5 inches. Oh, I have a Pixel.
From my voice, I sound tall. Okay.
Yeah, she does sound imposing.
I do.
Yeah, you sound very like, you know.
That's not usually what people say about my voice.
Well, no, but I don't feel like it's, you know, something. Never mind. I don't think people are gonna be telling you that you sound imposing. I feel like that's, you know, a bit rude to say to a person.
Is 177 average height? Yeah, I think so.
177? No. What? 177 is
normal
not
height.
average height. No, it's like 160.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, for like a guy though.
Oh, for like a guy? Oh. Maybe? I don't know. I'd lack the experience with that one.
You know, I guess it depends on like the place
yeah, I
where you
guess.
are
Yeah, because I guess in like
in the world.
in like Asia,
And,
people
you
are
know,
a little bit shorter, but what if you're
also-
European, you're a little bit taller.
Kids are insanely tall now.
That is true.
Also, so it doesn't really matter. There's people born like 5 years after you are going to be taller than you regardless. You can't compete.
Yeah.
It's over for you. Just accept you are short compared to them.
Damn, that's crazy. You can do that. I think I'm gonna leave this one. I think that's a funny skip. It just make the game like harder because there's nothing you can do.
You have a worse sense of balance. Oh, my sense of balance is fucked.
I can't do that.
It's really bad.
It is, chat. She often like stumbles around her room, just like for no reason really. She just does that.
I can't believe this is being leaked about me right now.
You stumbling around your room.
Yeah. To be fair, I also move around in a very, I wouldn't say peculiar way. I am pretty hyperactive though.
You do. Yeah, you do that.
I do a lot of
Moving
weird
around.
movements to amuse myself. Like, yeah.
She does like to vibe around.
The misinformation of 163 being 6 foot. That's a crazy calculation.
Isn't 6 feet
It's
like
really
almost
funny to say
180?
that. I think it's about almost exactly 180.
That's crazy.
At least that's like the gauge that the rule of thumb I've always used.
If you say you're 6 foot, then that's crazy.
Yeah, then it's like 180-ish. You should be. Oh, it's 182? Interesting.
Good to know.
That makes sense then.
Hello Cube is also very tall, from what I remember.
Oh, who?
Hello Cube. Actually, I haven't seen a picture of him in a very long time. The last time I saw a picture of him was when he was going to the marketing, which was...
Yeah, is he still tall? Or did he get shorter since then?
I would assume that...
Can we confirm?
I would assume
Confirm?
that he's about the same height. You're so wrong. Wait, no. Wait. No, that is true. Wait, hold up. Aren't you like 168? Never mind. I'm confusing you with Spoos, who is tall.
It's one of your favorite pastimes. You should keep doing that. It's funny.
You're so right. You're actually 168? See, guys, I do remember him. Who's Poos? Y'all would not know. He was a really good friend of us. Yeah, we haven't probably spoken in like 6 years. 172.7. Yeah, I think maybe that's around the average. A hero, a legend even? He was a legend. I did see that he uploaded a video of the simulators that he likes to play recently, which was nice. It was cute. Um, it's good to see he's still doing good. Can you make this click? Oh, but you can land there. Oh, you can't do that. That is crazy that you can go in between that portal. Like, yeah, it is crazy. Okay, patching the skips here isn't so bad. Like, I can just put spikes where I don't want you to go. Like, don't go here. Review. Yeah, don't go here.
You don't know your height and feet. Why should you? It gets brought up in conversation sometimes. Like, apparently I have to be aware that in American terms I am 6'1".
Yeah.
I guess that's something, yeah, it's something that, yeah, I have to translate for people sometimes.
Yeah, no, it does happen because when you're on your internet a lot, you end up like inconveniently talking to Americans. Ew, yuck. And it just so happens that you cannot have them adapt to you. You have to adapt to them. This is the sad and reality of the Americans. They are not
true.
adaptable. This is not an option. This is a choice. They choose.
Apparently,
to
it
not
is
adapt.
impossible to look up how much like is one unit in another unit.
Yeah. So because of this, we have to deal with these Americans.
You're 5'3"
In
Maddie.
American tallness.
That's fascinating.
That's really short, Maddie. I'm really sorry to hear that. You might be as short as you know me. I'm 155 at best. Yeah, y'all are short. Damn.
Yeah, where's like Aqua when you need them? Or something. Like, need someone tall in the chat, please.
Don't give that to Awkward. I don't like it. I don't like giving anything to Awkward. Awkward.
It's his one redeeming quality. He needs to have something.
Yeah, I don't like him having redeeming qualities. Plot twist: the U.S. is the 14th province in Canada. Hey, hopefully soon.
Rayu is 406. I wonder if that's real.
Are people suddenly racist towards American? I don't think that's the case. I think it's just that due to the fact that their American culture has become so prevalent with internet culture, I think they have become so intertwined to the point where making fun of American culture is just making fun of the internet kind of thing. It's kind of like go for it.
Finish your thought.
It is kind of like a like every country or every culture has like its stereotypes, and obviously like whether you think that's a good thing or not, won't get into that. It's not my place to say. But I think for Americans the stereotype is, for them to be like different from the rest of the world and to be like, to not be the same.
My view on this is, as you have said, for better or for worse, the internet is sort of an extension of America in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And we are on, all of us are on American like websites and platforms. We are currently on YouTube,
What the fuck is a kilometer?
American
Sorry.
company and stuff. And these cultural rules of America get commonly imposed on us, on people who are on the internet but are not from America. We are forced to adapt to American culture in a lot of ways. This is something that you just get used to when you start going online.
Like slang, for
Like, this is
example.
how-
Like slang, a lot of the slang comes from American culture, and if you want to keep up with it, you just gotta learn it, you know?
Yeah, slang. The imperial system, very common.
Temperatures as well.
Other degrees, temperature. A lot of, you have to like roughly know what the Fahrenheit is. And I feel like Americans on the internet are aware of this. That this is like their territory, and I'm just like here as a guest.
A lot of them
less.
take a lot of pride in it too, which like is why maybe the resentment has happened. I think a lot of people are resentful to like the fact that the American culture is the one that like quote unquote like has the upper hand and not like theirs, and so it becomes a lot of like jealousy and a lot of other feelings that get to it, which and to some degree can be perceived as racism, but I don't know if that's exactly the root of the problem.
I don't think it's that serious.
Yeah. It could be, but I don't think I'm in a position where I can tell you that.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess for some people it is. Some people get very, very pressed about it.
Yeah. For the most part, though, it is, at least in here, it is jokes. We have plenty of American friends and plenty of American guests in the show of the Arclight nighttime Saturday Night Live on Monday. So y'all know that like even the Americans themselves do like to play into them and stuff like that. So that's when it becomes
start using Quran. Yeah, great idea, chat.
Yeah. So that's when it becomes like, where does the line get drawn? If American people are also using the same thing, like the same stereotypes and stuff to make fun of other Americans, then like, where's the line drawn? But it doesn't matter. As long as you're not hurting anybody, I do not have a problem with you existing in the world and doing whatever it is you want to do.
The thing I'm describing, I guess, is like a mild inconvenience from time to time. It's a kind of frustrating. It can be when people wanna be deliberately obtuse to like enforce their preferred system of measuring temperature, I guess, because for some reason they care about that. It's just kind of annoying, and that's it. It doesn't actually matter. And I feel like if you are a non-American online, that's something that you can work on not being that pressed about it if you are. You can live with your ego being like swung at a little bit, or like your cultural identity. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
You shall survive. Alright, chat. I am gonna end stream here. We're 2 hours in. I have something I gotta do in not too long, so I'm gonna go and rest. I'd like to take it easy. Let's play it through it one more time. And yeah, let's see if Arclight here for today. Wait, somebody? Is anybody streaming? Let's see. Over on Twitch, most definitely not. We cannot raid. But over on YouTube, let's see. Is anybody streaming right now, chat? Do you know if anybody's streaming right now? Anybody awesome streaming the Geometry Dash category? Geometry Dash. Wait, actually, is nobody streaming GD right now? It doesn't show anybody for me.
Just us.
Yeah, like no, it's oh no, there's somebody day 49 wild and wacky today. Geometry Dash enjoyers welcome, doing the impossible live on stream. I'm good. Oh, somebody's doing a level request number 85. That's a lot of them. Oh, Jays are streaming? That's crazy, Chad. Jays are streaming. Okay, let's go and raid Jazer. Chad. No, audio's not streaming. Go and check out Jazer. I'm surprised. I didn't know Jazer streamed on YouTube. I assume they're multi-streaming. Go and check out Jazer. Tell them I said hello. Have fun over there over on YouTube. Be respectful. Be nice. Don't be mean. Be nice. Be polite. And I'll see y'all very, very soon. Okay. Go and enjoy Jazer's stream. Tell them I say hi. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye, Chad. Bye bye.
Bye bye. See ya, chat. Bye.